What's going on, guys? Gomes back again on another MLB The Show 19 Diamond Dynasty video. Quickly, I want to address something. I know a lot of people are having trouble with Twitch drops. You should have them by now. If you don't, please contact MLB The Show. I know we were supposed to get them last night. We finally did get them this morning. So Twitch drops, of course, you simply sign up, and then whenever they do stream, you do get a pack, 6 player items and 2 other items. I think it's pretty much just like any other pack, so I just quickly wanted to clarify that. But going on to today's video, we are talking about, of course, Mr. Cody Bellinger, the April Player of the Month MasterCard 95 overall, and I want to talk about the best way that you guys can get him fast and for pretty cheap as well. So I want to go through that. First of all, I do quickly want to briefly go over some of the Player of the Month cards, pretty much just, you know, the other cool stuff that we do have. So let's quickly do that. We have Chris Paddock right here as a tops now. 90 stamina, 85, 82 hit in K9, 66 walk 9. This card honestly just looks like a set card. I'll say that about a lot of them. They don't really look like somebody you'd use, but he is just simply somebody you would put in the set. Pete Alonso, this card is pretty good. 90 and 94 power, 82, 85 contact, 38 vision. Kind of bad right there. Not very good fielding or defense either at first base, but that is kind of to be expected. Those are the only 2 diamond tops now, and it is important to understand that this year, now that we have the tops now, you do need to collect all of those as well in order to get the master card. Of course, if you guys look, they are in the collections. They are not in the feature programs, but the collections, monthly flashbacks, that's where we will find all of them. We click on April, and you see you have to collect every tops now player as well as all of the Player of the Month of April cards. So that is something important to understand, that it is probably going to be more expensive this year. So I definitely would keep that in mind. So now that we're getting we had 11 tops now cards, and I believe it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tops, 8 Player of the Month cards of April. So we're going to have about 19 cards. I guess I could have just looked right there. 19 total cards that we will have to put in to get Cody Bellinger. And one important thing that I do want to say to make this a little bit cheaper is, first of all, go into the moments section and go into tops now, complete some of these moments. As you guys can see in these, you have a tops now voucher for the month of April, and you get those for each and every one that you complete. And you get those vouchers, you keep completing these moment challenges, stacking those up, and then you will notice in your inventory, you go over to your unlockables, you check your vouchers, and this is where they all stack up, your tops now for that selective month. These will be different, so there will be May vouchers once we get onto the May. So the next week when we have the first tops now of May month, we will have May vouchers, so they are going to change. And the way to redeem those for packs, actually, you go into exchanges and you go into voucher exchange. They are going to be differentiated for each and every one. For the month of April, it is 8 vouchers that you need to get 1 pack. This pack is plain and simple. It is 1 card, and it is 1 guaranteed tops now card. So that you could get a silver player, or you could get a gold or a diamond. I did 3 of them so far. I got 2 Zach Eflins, and then I got 1 Gio Urshela. Something important to understand is I opened that pack right away, pretty much when they dropped, right when I came home, and I was able to sell the 2 Zach Eflins for about 3.5k. If you want to be able to make a good amount of stubs off of this and, you know, have that help towards getting the Player of the Month MasterCard, I would recommend get those done as fast as possible, because these cards will drop in price. Because, you know, when they first drop, a lot of people are at work, they're at school, they're not going to be there. But once they do get off and they redeem those vouchers for packs, these cards will drastically drop in price. So that is something I cannot stress enough. If you are home, I would recommend do that as soon as possible whenever these drop, and that is going to go for each and every month and so forth. Always make sure to do those as soon as possible, because Eflin is already down about 500 stubs since I sold him last. So that is very important to do and remember. So going back into the collection and just gonna look over a few more cards just because I think it's pretty interesting. We'll look at some of the diamonds from the Player of the Month. Tim Anderson right here, 104.96 contact, 87.54 power, 63 fielding. That is really where this card takes a hit, and the reason why it is not the most expensive Player of the Month card is that fielding. He is going to bobble a lot of balls at shortstop. You guys know how important defense is. You need good defense, and 63 bronze defense at shortstop just does not cut it. 80 speed, 95 stealing. This card could be good. You know, it's probably a trial and error. Gonna have to see for yourself if you like him, but on paper that fielding looks yikes. Going on to the next one, we have Kirby Yates, 114 K9, 91 hit 9, 62 walk 9, 99 break. He has a really good split fingered fastball. You can really abuse that pitch along with a nice slider to work off of it. This Kirby Yates looks pretty good. I'll see how much he's going for. 45k. So I could definitely see this card being a card in a lot of people's bullpen. He looks pretty good, and I would recommend trying him out. Tyler Glasnow, of course, you guys know Tampa Bay Rays got to represent. This is the most expensive player of the month card that we have seen so far. 87 stamina, 79 hit 9, 80 K9, 75 walk 9, and 59 home runs per 9. 4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball, curveball, and a changeup. 97 probably tops out at 99 on the fastball, so pretty good right there. 91 total velocity and 90 break. This card does look pretty good. I'm not going to lie. He is going for about 50k right now, so he is a little bit more expensive. I don't know if he's worth 50k, but we're going to have to wait and see. Of course, you're going to have to remember a lot of these cards, the only reason they are so expensive is because they are in the set to get, of course, none other than 95 overall Master Cody Bellinger, which this card looks really good. 113, 111 splits versus right-handers, 85, 98 versus lefties, 65 vision. The vision could have been a little bit higher. That would have been nice, but it is what it is. The defense is not great, but it is not horrible. 70 fielding, 67 reaction. If you put him at first base, he would receive about -5 hits to that fielding and reaction. So I think you could still get it done over there. And then 82 speed. So he would have decent range in the outfield regardless. This card looks really good. I cannot stress enough, Cody Bellinger has a monstrous swing, and he has made me pay numerous times. He always seems to be the death of me whenever I face him, and I'm really happy that Cody Bellinger got it just for the fact that Christian Yelich already has an 88 overall. I think it would be kind of weird if they gave him a, him a 95 overall. Granted, we just did get Cody Bellinger up to a live series diamond, but I think the Bellinger is really good. One of the best lefty first baseman outfield bats that you are going to find in the game early on. And then of course there are some other gold and silver tops now and tops player of the month players, so you do have to collect all of those, all 19, and that's all you're gonna have to do to get him this year. I know last year there were some external missions that you would have to do and so on, but this time there's nothing else that you have to do. Of course, there always is this 20,000 monthly awards pack, which has 1 of 1 chances of getting a gold. You're guaranteed to get one of the gold player of the month cards, and then 1 of 5 chance to get one of the diamonds, whether that be Tim Anderson, Tyler Glasnow, or Kirby Yates. Like I said, these are 20,000 stubs and they are time limited. The reason I'm talking about this is because I'm going to recommend that you do not open these. I really do not think it's worth it. Yes, you could possibly pull one of them and, pretty much make double your stubs right now at the time of I'm recording this video. But at the same point, there is a good chance that you are going to get one of the gold players. Quickly going to look at how much they are going for right now. You guys can see if you pull one of the golds, you are going to lose a lot of stubs. If you pull one of the diamonds, you're going to double your stubs, but that is a 1 of 5 shot, and you are not guaranteed to get a diamond by any stretch of the margin. So I would definitely recommend probably just use that 20k and use that towards the other players in your collection. If you're feeling froggy, go ahead and do it, but the only time I would ever recommend to open those packs is if you're on the game right when they drop, when cards are going for a lot more, because they will, just as the tops now players, they are going to drastically drop as time goes on and more people are opening their packs and there are more in circulation. So that is very important to understand. And finally, something that is very important that you guys should make sure that you do, once again, into the moment section, this is the monthly awards. You actually can get a free player of the month player. This is going to be for every single month. We are going to have a May monthly award moments as well, but this one you guys can see complete all April monthly awards and get a monthly award flashback. Guarantees 1 flashback, 1 of 1 chances of getting a gold, so once again you're guaranteed. This one, it is less odds to get a diamond, 1 of 25, but nonetheless you could still save like 3k. Even if it's 3k, that is still something, and 1 to 25 chances at getting a diamond is actually still pretty good, I'm not going to lie. And then of course these are your moment challenges. I will will link a video up in the top right hand corner that is a way with dashboards on how to more easily complete moment challenges, more specifically those multi-game ones such as this one where you have 5 extra base hits in 3 games. So if that one is giving you fits, it should be a little bit easier to do that. Otherwise, these all seem pretty self-explanatory. You know, tally 3 hits and a home run. A lot of times people ask what's the best approach to this. Just be patient, wait for your pitch, and I would recommend just going with the X swing and just really zero in. I know it's versus a computer on veteran, but treat it like an online game. Be patient, wait for your pitch, wait for the fastball, and drive it. I do think a lot of times if you are more late or more early on the pitch, it does seem to do better this year, at least before the first patch, whenever that is going to be. How the game is playing right now, being late or early is usually going to be beneficial. And then finally, I'm going to link one more video up in the top right hand corner. That is 10 of the best ways to go ahead and make stubs so far in MLB The Show 19, whether that be through gameplay, through the market flipping cards, or exchanges. I have a very detailed and very extensive list on some of the best ways to make stubs. Whether you're a novice player or experienced player, you can sure to make a ton of stubs very quickly and hopefully be quicker to get that 95 overall boss, Cody Bellinger, for the April Player of the Month reward program. And that is all the tips that I really have for this video. If you guys have any more questions, make sure to let me know down below in the comment section. I'll gladly go ahead and answer as many as you guys have and hopefully be some help. But yeah, if you guys are excited about that Bellinger, let me know down below in the comment section. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like down below. We hope you guys great today. That guys was out. Yay!
Love is love, and hate is hate. To die's an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory.